have those finals
2
here.
weeks left. Seriously, 2 weeks left.
We have to make tables.
That's for the what's one?
Guys, just right here's what I'm talking about with efficient use of time. If I have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, it takes me longer and longer and longer to get through the safety. Right now, you should be able to take your safety test on Wednesday. Could be working on Thursday. But if we keep dragging it out, it might be Friday before you start work, or Monday. We don't want that. All right, next one here, router table. Number 1, safety glasses all times. 2, long hair, loose clothing. Number 3, do not talk. Ulterior number.
The margin of safety on this machine is 2 inches.
4 inches. Next one, please.
Router table.
What page?
Page
Oh,
10.
just kidding. Found it. When changing cutting bits, always blank the machine. Be sure that the blank is tight before turning on the router.
Turn off.
Unplug.
Unplug.
How do you unplug this one?
Good question. Read my mind here.
It's right there, I
Yeah.
think.
All right, so unplug it. It's right here. We unplug it right on the front of the table. You don't have to worry about the plug in the back. The plug in the back is kind of like an extension cord to the on-off switch here. So we're going to always unplug it. And when we take this out, because we actually do have to change our bit,
It's just like
what is, it's just a handheld router. What's this part called?
he said that when he was talking about the last time.
Yeah.
The
What's that part?
Oh,
It holds the bit.
Charlie. Not the
Good guess. That's our collet. The collet. C-O-L-L-E-T.
His collar, his neck.
The bolts.
His neck is right there. They hit the collar.
Collet.
You gotta really touch something.
how do you spell that?
Fix one, please, Jancy.
L-E-R.
What?
Go ahead and fix
Collet.
it, please.
Oh,
collet.
so like ET?
E.T.
Okay. Skylar.
I think you know that.
Oh my gosh, it's right there.
Who remembers from very first demo? Loosening, we want the wrench, top wrench in your left hand, bottom wrench in your right. Yeah, 50 shot there, right?
We always get it wrong.
So right like this, clasping your fingers so you don't bash your knuckles together. And next one, please.
Be sure the shank of the bit is inserted at least right into the collar.
Inch. Ooh, it's 18.
At
One.
least half an inch.
An eighth is for the bandsaw.
So, little bow cap there. Shank is this portion right here. That straight little round metal parts. Up here we have the actual cutter. When you take them out, where do you put them?
Over here.
Right in the holder over here on the side.
I never saw that.
Yep. So, the bit that I'm going to be putting in this time looks a little different from the sign cutting bit, right? What do you think I'm using this one for? Edges. Very good. So we're going to put that in. And tighten it down. So when we tighten it, we're going to do the exact opposite.
Right over left.
Right over left. Get it snug. And then again, clasp your fingers so you don't bash your knuckles. Make sure it's nice and tight. Next one, please.
Like all adjustments prior to the machine session.
Can we adjust speed on this?
Yeah. No.
This one. We want to adjust the depth of cut. Stuff out of the way here. So we have my sign. We did our very first day here. We're going to put this in. Underneath the table, it is exactly like the handheld router. It's literally one of the bases just screwed to the underside of the table. We're going to adjust that up like so. Next one, please.
How do you know when it's high enough?
Thank you. Be sure that the blank is tight at 2 points.
What, are we going tighten down.
Plant?
wood.
It says
Fence.
fence.
It's kind of, it's not straight.
All right, so adjusting our fence here. In fact, I'm gonna have Chris help me out there.
Come on, use your muscles.
Your muscles.
Now, there are a couple of big thumb screws on the back side here that don't actually do too much anymore. So, as Hunter said, this is a little crooked. It actually doesn't matter if it's crooked. What I'm looking for, as I line this up, is that the bearing, which is this little silver part at the top, is tangent.
I hate that word.
Oh my gosh. Scary math word. Scary math word. What do I mean by tangent, guys?
Flush.
Flush with the fence. Or my definition that I like for the wood shop here is that it barely touches or is right in line. Chris, go ahead, put that clamp back on. So that little bearing is right in line with the fence. It does not matter that this is crooked. Not for this particular operation. Next one, please.
Always feed stuff in the
Left to the right.
Right to left.
Right to left. Right to left. Why?
Because the blade's spinning towards the right.
Uh-huh. My cutter is spinning in this counterclockwise direction, guys. If I try feeding this in from here,
It'll shoot it.
it will hit Hunter, standing right there.
Do it.
Don't do it.
It will hit that wall behind Hunter. And it's going to hit it really hard. This thing spins really, really fast. It will rip it right out of your hands, and it's going to send that thing who knows where. Somewhere in that direction.
Get it fence, guys.
So we are always going from right to left. Next one, please.
Right in the hip bone.
Brendan.
When routing the edges of the piece, start by routing the blank and then the blank so that tear out is less likely to occur.
So, edges. He's going to be putting on those little decorative edges, like on those signs. Where do I want to start?
top and bottom.
Back.
The sides.
Could this be the top and bottom too, though?
It doesn't
Get
matter.
a little more
Start from
specific.
the back, like the upside down.
Normally.
We're going to start with the
That way.
ends. The ends, which is the end grain here. So that's the first blank. We're going to start with the ends. A little biology lesson here, guys. When this board is sitting in the tree, it's in there something like that. Looks like a bunch of little straws if you get real close, right? All stuck together. So that's how the tree sucks the water up and sends it to the leaves and all that kind of stuff, right? So we're going to do the ends and then the edges. So our second blank there is edges.
Thank you,